Overpowered Protagonists. Oh, Overpowered Protagonists! You die once, get hit by a truck, and boom! Now you're casually rewriting the laws of all physics known to man while drinking tea and eating bread. Yeah, 2025 is no different. However, these new OP characters aren't just strong, they are built different. I'm talking world breakers, time rewinders, god slayers, and even a literal garbage man who can outfight half the Shonen Jump roster. Yeah, I mean that. Yo, call your party members over and let's jump into the top 10 new overpowered protagonists in Isekai and fantasy anime. This is Honest 10. 10 facts, 0 fluff. Let's get into it. We're starting with style. Arknights Season 3, the anime that basically said, what if depression had a battle soundtrack? Set in a dystopian world plagued by deadly infections known as oropathy, people gain powers but get treated like monsters. It's like Attack on Titan meets Cyberpunk 2077, but if both were directed by a sad poet. Our main cast, Rhodes Island, a group of combat medics fighting both disease and discrimination. The Doctor, our protagonist, might not throw hands, but commands an army of enhanced warriors and strategists like it's a living chessboard. Season 3 cranks everything up. The betrayals, the moral dilemmas, the politics, all wrapped in absolutely elite animation. It's haunting, philosophical, and beautiful. Basically, this is the anime equivalent of getting emotionally destroyed, but in HD. Now, imagine if Aquaman actually had personality. Boom! Reincarnated water magician. Meet Rio, a guy who dies in Japan and wakes up in a sprawling fantasy world with eternal youth and more drip than half the anime protagonists combined. Literally, it's water. He spends decades alone in a monster-infested forest, becoming a master of water magic. No friends, no Wi-Fi, just pure grind-set energy. But his powers get so insane that entire nations start hunting him down. And while most Isekai MCs are screaming, "I'll save everyone," Ryo's like, nah, I just want peace and a pond. It's quiet, introspective, and when he fights, oh man, the water battles look like Studio Ufotable took an art course from Poseidon. This one's for the introverts who fantasize about living alone forever, but still want to look cool doing it. Next up is Bashai Hero and the Assassin Princesses, or as I like to call it, Harem of Chaos, the anime. Toto is an E-rank adventurer with god-tier physical strength, but zero social skills. Like, this man could punch a dragon to death, but then faints when a girl holds his freaking hand. So naturally, 3 insanely powerful assassin princesses recruit him, each one with a secret plan to use him or fall for him. What follows is peak anime energy, flirty chaos, life or death missions, and Toto accidentally becoming the strongest simp in the kingdom. It's funny, fast-paced, and has fight choreography smoother than Gojo's hair. If you loved Konosuba's comedy and the Eminence in Shadows flexes, this show gives you both, with more blushing and daggers.
一丁ぶち込んだ権力試させてもらうぜ。
If you thought being a god meant easy mode, oh, think again. The Reborn God follows Shigeru Yoshio, a man betrayed, imprisoned, and mentally broken in the real world, until he's reincarnated with infinite power. But here's the twist, he hates himself too much to use it. So while he could vaporize mountains, he spends most of the show hiding his strength, terrified of becoming the monster everyone accused him of being. It's a power fantasy with depression and philosophy DLC. This anime dives deep into guilt, morals, and what it means to have power in a world that worships it. Think One Punch Man meets ReZero, but instead of dying repeatedly, he's just emotionally exhausted all the time. Powerful? Yes. Broken? Also yes. OP as hell. time for the emotional one. The White Mage's redemption. Lloyd gets kicked out of his party for being too weak. Classic mistake, because it turns out his magic buffs are so busted that everyone he touches becomes an endgame boss. So when a ragtag group of outcasts takes him in, Lloyd becomes their silent MVP, healing wounds, empowering allies, and turning underdogs into legends. Greatest assist out there. The series nails that power through kindness vibe. It's like Tanjiro fused personalities with Rimuru. Gentle heart, god tier abilities. And watching this new family realize his true power, oh, chef's kiss. It's wholesome fantasy done right, proving not all overpowered characters need to flex. Some just heal and chill. But this guy is a total flex.
我々の帰りを待つ同胞を差し置いて。
うまい。
すごく甘い。それにみずみずしい。
梨もあるよ。
梨？
Finally, an isekai protagonist who uses brain power instead of swinging swords. Takuto Era wakes up in a strategy game world as the ruler of an evil civilization. But instead of going full dictator mode, he rebuilds society with empathy, planning, and just enough ruthlessness to win wars. Every episode feels like a mix of Code Geass, Overlord, and a Weikui match against God. It's war, politics, morality, and city management all rolled into one. SimCity with murder. Takuto's not just OP because of magic, he's OP because of that intellect on him. He's the kind of guy who would destroy kingdoms, but schedule it between lunch meetings. Kyle Leonard beat the Demon King, but it cost him everything. His friends, his city, his will to live, and then just as he's about to die, he activates a relic that rewinds time by 4 years, now with all his memories intact. He's back at the start and ready to change fate. This isn't your typical redo anime where the protagonist farms XP again. Kyle knows every death, every betrayal, and every heartbreak. The emotional weight in this story is massive. New Saga shows how experience can be the deadliest weapon, and Kyle's strategy and power make him an absolute menace to destiny itself.
何年経っても兄さんはやっぱり優しい。本当にかわいそうだな。
This one's got everything. Dragons, conspiracies, elite schools, and a protagonist who looks like he just walked off a K-pop stage with dragon blood in his veins. Mingfei, our draconic hero, is caught in a war between ancient bloodlines and secret organizations. Think Tokyo Ghoul and Jujutsu Kaisen made a baby, but with dragons that could destroy cities on the side. The world building here is next level. The politics are layered, the betrayals are spicy, and the battles are pure animation gold. Mingfei's got that quiet, confident energy, the kind that says, I could vaporize you, but I'm trying to be polite. If you love slick urban fantasy with emotional storytelling, this one soars.
Just relax now. I promise to be gentle and inconspicuous. So you can loosen up and let me inside.
Step aside, everyone. It's steampunk Lovecraft time. Lord of the Mysteries is set in a Victorian-era world filled with secret societies, cursed artifacts, and eldritch gods. Our protagonist, Klein Moretti, wakes up in another man's body after a suicide and becomes the ultimate mystery solver / god in disguise. He drinks potions to gain powers, plays both sides of secret cults, and literally ascends to higher dimensions, all while hosting secret tarot meetings under a fake name. It's like Sherlock Holmes meets Full Metal Alchemist at a horror convention. Smart, eerie, and philosophical. It's one of the most ambitious anime projects in years. This isn't just power fantasy, it's cosmic ascension, with a top hat. And at number 1, Gachiakuta. Rudo Sherbreck lives in a city where the poor are literally thrown into a garbage pit called the Abyss. Framed for murder, Rudo gets dumped there too. but instead of dying, he awakens powers tied to his emotions and rage. Down in the wasteland, he joins a group of abyss cleaners, who fight mutated monsters and the corrupt system that created them. It's brutal, beautiful, and bursting with grit. Ruto's power isn't flashy magic, it's pure survival instinct, the will to keep on going even when everything has been stripped away. The fights look like Fire Force met Chainsaw Man, and the emotional depth hits harder than a Full Metal swing to the chest. This is the show that proves that being overpowered doesn't mean being invincible, it means refusing to give up. And that's 10. 10 brand new overpowered protagonists redefining the genre in 2025. Some save the world, some rebuild it, and a few, well, they just want to nap and have some peace. Respect. Which one's your favorite? Drop it in the comments down below, and if you've made it this far, you are officially part of the God Tier Anime Guild. Hit that like button, subscribe for more anime breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one, when we cover the 10 most broken abilities in anime history. Peace!